Right, so I have returned once again today to deliver yet another new anime, or this one actually is a sequel to an anime that came out a couple of years ago, I think. And I only just watched it. I watched it like at least 2 weeks ago. Actually, I think I finished it 2 days ago. Yeah, so I actually finished the anime episode 12 2 days ago because I completely forgot to finish it. I was like, oh yeah, I need to finish the anime off, don't I? Because it starts like 2 days. I should get on that. And I did. And the first season actually was quite good. I actually quite liked it. I mean, it's one of those ones that's kind of strange to explain because it kind of buries its actual narrative structure beneath kind of a very, very like episodic structure kind of narrative at the same time. It's very weird how it's done because it's actually quite clever, but at the same time, it's like, oh yeah, it's one of those series, but it kind of always was in the background. It's actually one of those kind of neater, narratively structured shows. Plus, also the direction of the show was actually freaking amazing as well, which actually then leads into my worry for this season. That happens to be the fact that the actual original director of Kekkai Sensen, which actually is the anime of today, happens not to be actually working on this show anymore. Like she's gone, which is really annoying because I believe the best thing about the whole entire show was direction. The direction was freaking impeccable. Like it was one of those ones that just really catches you off guard how great it looks. It's like show. It's a beautiful show to look at. It's like kind of watching a French New Wave film, but as like kind of a Japanese anime. It's a very weird thing to explain, but if you seem breathless, and you kind of watch Kekkai Sensen, you know what I mean, because it uses that kind of very, 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 very jump cut kind of thing that everyone used back in the French New Wave kind of era of filmmaking. And also, as well, there's actually kind of a lot of other things it tends to use as well. It kind of really makes it seem like as if it's like a film more than it's just anime. And I kind of fear for the show now because she's not working on it anymore, which actually is very depressing. But hopefully, if anything, the actual kind of nature of the show still remains, which actually is kind of also a very big plus for the series as well. Is the actual nature of the show. The show's nature is amazing as well. I quite like every single character. I mean, Chain's my wife, so there's that, and everything else in between. Also, Zap is best boy. Don't know who else is also best boy, but I think Zap is. Leo's a small boy. He's my small boy. But anyway, yes, I think season one ended on a massive cliffhanger, to ever say the word correctly. So let's see where it all kind of leads to, because I believe it probably leads into a kind of massive thing for season two. I don't believe like Black and White are in season two at all. I don't think, unless they actually create a passing reference. I'm not too sure. But anyway, let's start this thing in 3, 2, 1. Let's start this thing now. That's Shinpachi from Gintama. I actually realized that recently. I was like, oh, it's Shinpachi. I think Shinpachi and Katsura's in this show. I also think is Kagura in the show as well. I'm not too sure. Which actually generally feels weird that it's actually Shinpachi. Yeah, that is Zora from Gintama. Is that Toshi as well? It was bugging me the whole entire time. I was like, is that Toshi from Gintama as well? Oh, there's Klaus. Is YouTube done in quite a bit now? I have no idea what's going on. Hey, look, there's my wife. There's my wife. There she is. There's my wife. But the funnel moves do sound a lot better in Japanese than they do in English, actually. I mean, yeah, it's no season one kind of level of direction, but it's still not bad, actually. Surprisingly. Actually, it's actually kind of it doesn't have everything that season one had, if you get what I mean. But it's still kind of you can still see the magic there, if you get what I mean. I think YouTube has been really weird today. I have no power over it either, which is really annoying. Also, its OP is quite nice as well. I like its OP quite a bit. If I remember credit, Union Square Garden did the ED of the previous one, and OP was done by Bump the Chicken. Yep, YouTube's dying. Oh great! Oh great! Always, it's always a thing now. I'm still alive, which is really weird. Hold on. Yeah, I generally think it's YouTube doing it. It's not me. It's inherently annoying. It was like me when I got Destiny for the first time. I was like, what do I do with my life? I swear that is Toshi from Gintama. Sounds just like him. I mean, again, it's not season 1, but it still kind of retains the style. Well, this is quite the episode already. When you think about it, gotta get back to the president's head. Damn, son. Those blokes don't mess around. There's my wife again. Here's my wife. Oh jeez. Oh no. Don't hurt my poor Leo. There we are. Templates my rhymes. There's my wife. Oof. My wife. Oh Jesus. Oh Jesus. Oh. No Jesus, it's fine. It's all okay. He's not dead. It's all okay. Thank God. It's so nice to see everyone back as well. You know, it's only like 1 day for me, but still, it's kind of nice to see them all back again. Oh man, there's the OST. There's the OST. There is the OST. It's quite a nice introduction, actually. Uh-oh. Oh no. I know a bit late to this whole entire game, but it's basically half the Gintama cast in this anime. So basically just hearing every single character I see from Gintama in here. I just realised that. Oh, there we are. There's Klaus doing his Klaus thing. Right, okay, so let's talk about this episode for a bit. This was a good episode. This was a fun episode, actually. I mean, my worries for the series have kind of diminished ever so slightly. I mean, yeah, I'm still kind of feeling sad that it's not the same stuff as beforehand when it came to everything, because again, the meat and potatoes for me of the whole entire series very much was the aesthetic style, the kind of visuals, because it was quite electrifying to watch, because it was just using jump cuts constantly, those use of the different fades you don't regularly see in anime. It's a breath of fresh air, if you get what I mean. Because a lot of the time, there are certain shows that do use cinematography beyond the point of just being shot, reverse shot, shot, reverse shot. Don't get me wrong, but Kekkai Sensen really kind of brought it beyond that point. It kind of made it to an avant-garde kind of thing. That's it beforehand, quite a French new wave kind of aesthetic. It kind of made the whole entire show ever more better because of it. I mean, yeah, it's not there at all. I mean, there's not the use of the jump cuts. It's not use of the hardly anything that made season 1 so good. But at the same time, in losing that, it didn't lose its core identity of the idea of how it works. Very much what made season 1 so great is still very much present in the show itself right now. It's not kind of completely taken away. I mean, the humor is still very much there and quite on point. Everything about the show is still there, just the direction isn't as good, which doesn't kind of, in a way, diminish the show too much. Because again, I can get over it because it's a kind of, it's one of those it's one of those it's one of those sacrifices you've got to make sometimes. I mean, it's no Madhouse to JC Staff kind of level, if you get what I mean. It's not that kind of thing, but you can still you can feel it. It's not one of those things that I'd imagine a lot of people pick up on, but if you kind of do like the aesthetic style, you kind of would realize, oh yeah, it's not the same as beforehand, because again, everything else pretty much stays exactly the same. It's one of those things that it's not too much of a sacrifice, if you get what I mean. The core identity is still very much there. So yeah, I mean, it was quite an intense episode because it really did center this whole entire idea of getting back the president's head. I was like, well, you know what? Was not expecting that for season 2, episode 1, but I'm glad it actually did, because it kind of reintroduced every single character quite well, and actually kind of made us realize, oh yeah, we do love these characters, don't we? Because they are really freaking great characters. They are also the core of what makes this show so good. So it's very much great. They're all still there, very much present in the show, and actually still got their own personalities as well. Though I still maintain half the Gintama cast is actually in this show, and I'm actually just watching a very surreal episode of Gintama without Gintoki around. It's just one of those things. It hits you like, oh my god, it's like Gintama, but more surreal and no Gintoki around. But yeah, I mean, as an introduction episode, it was a nice way to reintroduce everything back into the show and actually kind of then set up for the future as well, because it seems as if there's kind of going to be a lot to do with Leo's sister, because it seemed as if it might be the kind of the core concept of season 2 by the way season 1 ended, because season one storyline concluded completely, and just now it's sort of like, I wonder if they will do a more emotional storyline towards Leo and his sister and what's going to go on there, because again, it was there, but needs to be kind of more introduced into season 2 and actually kind of become a core concept, kind of just making an emotional development on that front, because it would be kind of cool. Because I swear, if I remember correctly how season 1 ended, someone goes to Leo's sister at the end, and that's how it ends. And then it ends with someone joining Libra. But I imagine probably it was Leo. But again, kind of like a reintroduction to the whole entire thing. But I don't know, or it could have been Z for that matter. But I mean, yeah. All in all, it's a pretty freaking good episode. It really was a nice way to reintroduce everything, kind of just get us back into the actual groove of Kekkai Sensen, or Blood Blockade Battlefront, I think it's actually called in English. So yeah, it was all in all pretty freaking great episode. I mean, yeah, the only thing that was direction isn't as good as the previous season, but the animation is still on key, on point. It's actually quite nice to look at. So that's still there. Everything else is still there, just besides the kind of the jump cuts that I quite liked. I thought it was actually a really freaking nice way to do things. Also, kind of like the movie references that used constantly as well, because there was use of scanners. There was quite a lot of things. If you're quite a cinephile, you actually will pick up on all these things. It made the whole entire experience so much better. That's why I kind of liked season 1 so much. I'm a massive cinephile, so it's one of those things you actually just pick up all of the references. So yeah, that has been it for today. So the final stream of today will actually be good old Gintama. Good old Gintama. Because as we know, that is the way that is the show that keeps me alive. So, with all that said, I have indeed been the driver. If you have enjoyed this whole entire stream as a whole, and you do want to leave a like, then do leave a like, because indeed it does help quite a bit. If you have enjoyed what I do here, and you want to stay a little bit longer, then do leave a sub, because indeed it does help quite a bit. But until next time, see you guys later. Bye for now.